understanding about the mind, the subconscious, and more importantly, what are the factors which are driving the subconscious mind. Namaste everyone, my name is Avinash Anand Singh. Welcome to another video, understanding about the mind, the subconscious, and more importantly, what are the factors which are driving the subconscious mind. And today we are going to see one of those factors called as self-image, which possibly is the most important aspect you have to work on if you want to really change your life. And without changing the self-image, guess what? No bigger change is possible. So watch the video till the end. You understand the concept, the tools and the methods, and how to work on the self-image, right? Quickly, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe. We're going to put amazing videos. We have been putting in the past as well. A lot of insights, a lot of practical tools and methods for you to learn and apply and really bring a change for yourself. And let's deep dive inside the topic and let's understand. Now, what is self-image? In 1960s, approx, I guess, a scientist, a surgeon, a doctor called as Dr. Max Maltz, who wrote a very famous book called as The Psycho-Cybernetics. And that book brought the concept of self-image to the world in a way. Even before him, some doctors have talked about this part, but his book, I think, made the concept more prominent. Now, in his research, in his work, he found when people used to come to him and somebody had a big nose, maybe a thick lip, or maybe a big ear, and he was a cosmetic surgeon. And people say, can you do my surgery? And some cases, he will do the surgery and people will completely change. Their mindset will change. Their confidence will change. But in some cases, despite the surgery, people will not feel the change. They would say, though my lip is more slim now, I still feel I'm not good looking. So he found in some cases with the surgery, people had a shift in their emotions. But in some cases, even despite the surgery, no change was possible. And that's how he came across the concept that until one's self-image does not change, no deeper and permanent change is possible. And self-image is a very, very powerful concept. Now, what is self-image? Self-image is nothing but it's a collection of beliefs and ideas about who you think you are, what you think you are. Your own conception about yourself is your self-image. And most of, for us, the self-image is not a conscious thing which we have created, unfortunately. Our self-image is kind of created by the society, by the world we live in, and mostly by the experiences of life we go through. But again, what those experiences means to us, what those experiences we give meaning to, or our interpretation of those life events. As we interpret those events, all these interpretation also becomes a part of my self-image. So the self-image we carry, all of us, you, me, and everybody, is not self-created. It's not a conscious process, unfortunately, because guess what? What you think about yourself should be solely based on what you really think about yourself and not what somebody else told you to think about yourself. And that's the issue, right? So when we are born, we know that we are born with the conscious, the subconscious. And in the first 7 years, as we talked about in the previous videos, the conscious mind is not very active. The rational, logical mind, the discerning mind is not present. What we have is the subconscious mind, which is completely kind of open to receive the inputs, the programs, and the data we have to gather in the first 7 years of life and for the survival purpose, right? Now, in the first 7 years, all that we hear, all that we come across, everything from authority, from people, keeps entering the subconscious, right? All that input keeps on going inside the subconscious. And in this data, there are also beliefs which are told to us, right? So for example, a child may be told that you are a slow learner, right? Or when they compare it with somebody else, some child may be learning very fast, some may not. And the label given is, you're a slow learner. Or maybe some kid who's not very good in maths, but very good in English, and he'll be labeled, he's a weak student. Why? He's weak in maths. Like this, we have been given a very strong beliefs and labels, and all that in the subconscious becomes a programming. Some are positive program and some are not so positive program. So some are positive, which is like you're a good person, but something can be you are a weak student, or you're not very good in mathematics, or you're not very good in speaking English. And like these programs, which are not so positive but a negative one, all of this combined together creates an image of who you are. And this image, if you look at the entire subconscious, the image becomes a very strong point of who you think you are, right? And this self-image is like the unquestioned command. This self-image is like a command which nobody even questions, right? So as I live through life, and this is a human being, right? As I live through life, right, my conscious mind, my subconscious mind, both are active. Consciously, I'm choosing some things to do, certain goals, my dreams, and subconsciously, there are beliefs which I'm holding right now, both negative beliefs and both positive beliefs. Now, the question is, whenever I choose a goal, right, whenever consciously, using the conscious mind, whenever I choose a goal, moment the goal, which is the conscious ability, the function of conscious mind, moment this goal enters the subconscious, with the subconscious, I take the action, because my body gets into action. I feel a certain emotion, I take the action towards the goal, and if the action is forward moving, right, consistent, guess what? I get the results, right? So the idea is consciously choose a goal, take the action required, and achieve the goal. But the question is, why? Sometimes, number one, some cases, people will never choose a bigger goal. You'll never be able to believe that a bigger goal is possible to achieve, right? They would say, oh, I'm not meant for this. Or sometimes they would choose a bigger goal, but they will not believe it. And result, there will be no action. The goal is a goal, but they do not believe internally that I can really achieve the goal, right? And the goal is present, but there's no action to it. And there's no action, guess what? No results. Now the question is, why then, if I have the goal, why the subconscious is not accepting the idea and taking the action required for me to achieve the goal, right? So one way is, people would say, visualize that you are achieving the goal. Visualize the outcome. And in some cases, when you visualize the bigger goal, achieving the results, that goal enters the subconscious mind, and the moment the subconscious accepts the idea, guess what? Your body feels more confident, more conviction to take the action, get the results, right? But in a lot of cases, visualization will not work out. You're visualizing the bigger goal, you're doing it for like days and weeks and months, and you're affirming about it, still the subconscious does not accept the idea. It will reject the idea. Why? Because this goal is not in sync with your self-image. You see the point here? Fundamentally, if you do not believe that you have the ability to achieve a bigger goal, the subconscious would never accept the idea. Which means then, between the conscious mind, right? Between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind, there is a filter, right? And the filter has a very strong programming, which is the self-image. So whenever you choose a goal, right, a bigger goal, the goal is always checked first with your self-image. Are you the person who can achieve the goal? If the self-image agrees to it, if you think, yeah, I am the person who can achieve this goal, guess what? Now the goal, if it agrees with the self-image, now the goal is sent to the subconscious. And the subconscious starts making you feel confidence, conviction, certainty to take the action to go and achieve the goal. But if the self-image is not agreeing to it, guess what? At the level of conscious, when the goal is sent to subconscious, by the subconscious, the goal is simply rejected. We say, oh, it's not your cup of tea. And you'll have nervousness, fear, excuses, all of that coming in your mind, right? So then most people, when they just visualize a bigger goal or a dreams, it may not be the right idea. You may not really be able to achieve it or reprogram the subconscious. The key is to first work on the self-image. Without working on this, it's so impossible to really, convince yourself to take those difficult actions or make those difficult choices or decisions to go towards the goal, right? So, how do you know then what is your self-image? How would you know that what is the view you have about yourself, right? Very simple. Take a piece of paper and pen and ask yourself, what do I believe about myself, right? What do I believe about myself? And write down as many points as you can think of, right? Initially, the points which will come will be the surface level points, right? From the conscious mind. But as you keep writing, keep forcing yourself, keep writing, couple of times, 10 times, guess what? A deeper layer will open up. And a deeper layer of subconscious will kind of make the deeper belief about who you are more visible, right? So your deeper layer of self-image will surface out. So first write down, what is my core belief about myself? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, n number of them, right? What kind of person I am? What this person can do or can't do, achieve or can't achieve. All of that part here right now. Because when you take out these beliefs out from your system, that's what is the bricks on which the self-image is built on. Without uncovering the belief which is making the self-image, right, the work of programming the subconscious, setting a goal is almost meaningless. Have you seen people who went through a workshop or read a book and felt very, very motivated, like I would achieve things? They came back, they put up a goal, and they took the action for 2 days. And guess what? Post that, they literally stopped taking the action. What happened here? Somewhere the self-image was not strong enough, right? It did not resonate with the outcome. In some cases, what will happen is, suppose somebody says, I'm going to lose weight. And they're now working hard to lose weight. They're dieting, they're going to gym. And in 1 week's time, 2 weeks' time, they really end up losing weight. But guess what? In the self-image, they think they're still a fat person, right? And the belief is that I'm still a fat person. Guess what? If they still hold that belief, even losing weight will not last longer. What will happen? They'll quickly come back and gain again more weight, right? Sometimes you stop doing a habit, right? You are procrastinating. You want to stop procrastinating, right? And you put your willpower, exert your effort, and really stop procrastinating. But your self-image says, I am a procrastinator. And the moment that belief is active, guess what? You will stop procrastinating for a few days, and then again, you will start procrastinating. Change would not be lasting. Any lasting change happens when you change the self-image. This is the critical part of it. Without changing the self-image, no change is possible. That's why in our workshops, we have so much emphasis given on this aspect. At first, shift your self-image, the way you think of yourself, the way you believe about yourself, what is the truth about yourself, what is that you really are. And sometimes we cannot know the answer because there is no answer. You have to create the answer. The work is to go and create what kind of person I want to be. What is that I want to work on, right? Because once you create that strong self-image, then these bigger goals resonate easier with that self-image, and the subconscious will work faster to go and help you achieve the goals, right? So then the question is that once you uncover the limiting self-image, so then the job is for you to start writing down who I am, what I stand for, what is possible for me. And these answers has no logic to it. There is no logic which can give you the answer. These answers, you have to come from a place that fundamentally when God has made us, God has given us the ability to achieve whatever we desire. The world is filled with people who have from very, very ordinary level, they have become extraordinary, which means everybody has the potential, everybody has the ability, right? So go and then start writing what kind of person you want to be, what kind of person you want to become, what is your future version looks like. Spend time, mental effort, emotional effort to create this belief and this self-image. And once you have created the kind of person you want to be, right, with all the beliefs, that's when you start visualizing not the goal first, but the self-image. Start seeing yourself in that manner. When you close your eyes, that should be the first picture which should come in your mind about who you are. This should be the most prominent image you should develop in your mind. And once you do that part, guess what? The moment it becomes a fundamental belief inside you, or this is now imprinted in the brain, which visualization will do. What will happen after some time? You set up a big goal, you'll feel, I can achieve this. The moment that feeling comes on its own, the self-image is working now. And then the bigger goal, you choose consciously, it goes to the subconscious, and guess what? You can easily take actions towards those goals and achieve the goals. And that's how you make great things happen. So my friends, working on the self-image is the single biggest important work you can take in right now. Because everything in your life, your results, your money, your relationship, your health, your outcomes, achievements, all it's somewhere linked to your self-image. Changing this is very important because in the first place, you have not built this. The society has built this for you. Why not take a pause and say, I'm going to build a new image for myself? And that becomes the foundation work in life. And once this is done, doesn't matter if resources are there or not, you will have enough energy, momentum, persistence, consistency, discipline to achieve no matter what the goal you set for yourself, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video. We have covered in previous videos aspect of visualization. You'll find the link here. In those videos, we have talked about how visualization works out and how do you do the visualization part of it, right? So I hope you enjoyed this. If you like this video, I would request you to do share with your people who would benefit from this knowledge. And do subscribe. We are going to put a lot of insights like this in small capsules to help you really achieve great results, right? We also have many workshops coming up in multiple cities in India, Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Pune. We have online workshops as well, live Zoom sessions. So if you're keen to join these sessions, the link is below in the description somewhere. Click the link and come in the workshop. You'll find a tremendous, powerful experiential process to help you get fabulous results. Till the next time, everyone, be iconic and God bless.